Well, hello, what's going on, fam? It's Letitia with Barefoot Gardening. I hope that you're doing well. Little buddy is doing well. Honey, he just came out with leaves everywhere. I don't know what he's doing. The other figs don't look like this, so I'm not sure what he wants to do at this point. This is a Chicago Hardy fig. I named him Little Buddy, and he is just hanging out doing his thing because that's what he said he could do right now. Um, yeah, he's looking good though. He's looking really good. I'm so proud of him. He's grown a lot. There's a lot of new growth. Um, Keeps leafing out for some reason. Not sure why, but whatever. He's alive. That's all that matters. But I just thought I'd drop a video real quick to show y'all how the garden is doing. So far, since I've planted seeds and everything, my fall garden is looking pretty good. So here are all the peas. So we have some little Marvel peas here, and I've reseeded just to get that succession planting going, and they look good. And then the rest of these are sugar snap peas. So the heat came through last month and kind of almost wiped them out, but I replanted, and peas sprout pretty quickly and grow pretty fast. So they looking all right. They looking all right. We'll see what we get going. Somebody asked me if I was going to stake these up, and so last time I did have a little trellis, but I saw in somebody else's video that they didn't even stake them up. They just let them grow up on each other. So I thought I would try that, but it looks like everything is leaning to the left, don't it? Or leaning to the right, I guess, depending on which way you're looking. But everything's kind of toppling over. So I don't know, y'all. What y'all think I should do? Should I put a trellis in there of some sort so they can grow up the trellis? And that'd probably be ideal. So I don't want them on the ground. I definitely don't want them on the ground. This is a salad mix. So yeah, everything is looking good, and I'm not sure what's in the salad mix, but there's like a red seedling here and one there. That is so pretty to me. Doesn't look like I hit seeds very much in here. Something's been digging in here too. We can all imagine what that is. Rita hanging out over there. If anybody can give me an idea of how I can trellis her in this pot, or if I just need to take her out in the pot and put her in the ground, but how I can trellis her, that'd be great. I need to look up some videos on that too. So everything is pretty much gone over here on the side of the fence. There's nothing in those containers, so I just have a lot of cleanup to do right in this area. There's a sweet potato vine hanging on, so I'm assuming that there is either some sweet potatoes that have rooted in this tire, which is probably what happened, and or this bag of leaves that I have right here. This is the only bag I have remaining from last fall that is still hanging out over there. And so I think a vine or two is growing in there. I might even have some sweet potatoes in there, I don't know. But this bed, I'm laying it to rest. It also may be the home of our little field mice. There go the pile of compost. My mint is coming back in this container. All I did was throw some water in it. And then it started sprouting again. So that's kind of dope. And that's mint as well. That's a weed in that container, I'm pretty sure. This is the holy basil. I'm about to pull this out, y'all. I thought I would harvest as many seeds as I could before I toss it. So that's what I'm trying to do. My Kentucky Wonder Beans are still blooming over there. I got a few on there, several seed pods. I'm just letting them go to seed because I want to harvest the seeds. I don't have a lot of those left, so I'm just letting those Wonder Beans go to seed. But they look better now than they did when I planted them early summer. So they're not gonna last long though. The parsley here is cool. It looks good. It was ate down by butterfly caterpillars, larvae, and now it's coming back. So yeah, it's pretty dope. um this is some spinach that I planted. These are all pak choi seedlings. What the heck am I going to do with all this pak choi? I have no idea. So I quit planting seeds, and what I'm going to attempt to do is all the space that I have left, because I really like the pak choi, so I'm excited about that I have this many seedlings. So all this is pak choi, and that's pak choi, seedlings there. And so what I'm going to do is just save the rest of the garden space for the pak choi seedlings to once they get a little bit bigger. I'm going to thin them out and then put some somewhere else. This I thought was going to be Paris Cost lettuce, but it actually looks like pak choi. It looks like it may be crossed though with something else. It's weird. I'm not sure. It's not a, this is a lettuce. It might just be that lettuce. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like Paris Cots lettuce though. So see, that kind of looked like a maybe it's not pak choi. I don't know, y'all, but I dropped some seeds a while ago and I put a tag in here. It's gone. But anyway, it looked good. And a little more little seedlings coming up. Some seeds might have fell from a plant that went to seed in here. It's completely possible. So I'm not sure. These are the Romanesco's broccolis that are coming up, and they look real strong and good. I planted some leeks here, and they're starting to come up. I don't see if those really fine green, almost look like hairs, but they're coming up, y'all. They look good. And this rest of the area from, let me zoom out a little bit, from here over is empty. So I was saving this space for the rest of the pak choi. So I'm going to have a lot of pak choi. Definitely taking the holy basil out. Isn't it a grand, majestic, like, I mean, just huge plant. And I promise you, okay, there might have been 3 back here, because y'all can see kind of the stalks. So that might have been about 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe 3 plants, but it definitely grows out like a bush. So the bees, I still see the bees on it out here. And this is spinach and a few cucumber seedlings that have popped up from the previous experiment that I had going on. Can y'all believe there's Roma tomatoes out here? There are still Roma tomatoes. So I'm gonna harvest these and call it quits after today. This plant is still flowering, and this is almost the end of October. It's cracking me up. These are all French breakfast radishes, right, Chim? So I'm gonna either put some pak choi here or take some of those radishes out. But I'll probably use it for the pak choi, because I really like the pak choi, and I'm gonna have more than enough over across the way. This is the sugar baby watermelon that is still growing, and the plant is flowering. Isn't that something? And then there's several plants in there, because remember I let the other one implode or rot, and I left it in there as fertilizer. And then this is a tender orange watermelon that's got a little baby watermelon on it. Look at that. Y'all see that? So I didn't see that until I harvested the other one. But that's pretty much my garden. Over here in this bed, I haven't even been on this side of the garden because there's spiders all in there. But those are collards that are coming up. You see right there and right there, right there. Those are collards. I had some onions in here, but I put this netting over it because the squirrels was getting here and digging them up. But I think they pretty much got them all. somehow over time. And then there's webs in there, so I ain't got time for that. That it will eventually come down. But yeah, it's turned into a jungle. It is definitely turned into a jungle. But that's it, y'all. I just want to give y'all an update on how the garden's going. I got some tomato plants still across the way there that are coming out eventually too, y'all. They still hanging on. And the okra's through. Just been harvesting seed pods. Y'all know how I do. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.